Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're ever clicked on my videos, maybe you clicked on it by mistake. Hi, Tony Fighter Alpha 2 Turbo, baby. Please hadouken that subscribe button. Shameless plug, let's get it out of the way early, isn't it, guys? Yeah, in case you couldn't tell by the thumbnail or the picture thing I'm going to put on, I thought we'd have a look at my Xbox 360 collection. I've owned over the years 3, 4, 5 or 6 Xbox 360s. So got into it a little bit late to the party. I went through when the Xbox 360 originally came out. I was technically unemployed, so I didn't have any money. So I was stuck on the PS2 and the Xbox, and I was enjoying the fact that because they were last gen, I was just mopping up all the bargains because everybody was trading in last year's generation stuff. So all the shops had a lot of stuff going dirt cheap, you know. So I eventually got one. I have spoke briefly about it on my channel before. In the first 12 months, I had no idea what the Red Ring of Death was when I first bought it. And it happened 3 times. I'll tell you when I get to the game the most frustrating time it happened, but the 3rd time in 12 months I thought enough's enough. It happened a day before my warranty was due to expire, and I sold it to one of my mates, Chris. Not the Chris I always talk about. I got a couple of mates, Chris. Shout out to all the Chris's. It's a very popular name, isn't it, Chris? My generation. Yeah, so I sold it to him for a very good price. So bear in mind, it was the original Xbox 360. I had 3 go faulty in 12 months. Explained to him about the Red Ring of Death. He fully knew what he was getting into, and as far as I'm aware, he's still got that Xbox 360 working fine. So it's luck of the draw, isn't it? Or in my case, unlucky of the draw, if that's even a term. Yeah, so I was done with gaming for a while. Then I bought another one. Totally didn't plan to buy it. I was living in Cheltenham, and I was an assistant manager, and my manager he was terrible. He's a horrible person. He was an alright manager, but he was a scumbag. He was doing loads of dodgy stuff. Maybe I'll do a video exposing him. Yeah, he was in the business for himself. He wasn't. Anyway, we won't talk about him. But one of the things that he did was he didn't bring keys to work one day. So he phoned me, can you come in and lock up? I was on my day off. He knew I lived around the corner, and more importantly, he knew I would, because I was a fucking mug. So to justify me going into work on my day off to lock up, I could have been drinking. It's very, very, back then I was starting of my drinking problem. He's very lucky to catch me sober. So he used to close the shop. Shop used to close at 8, and I think about 7:30 we still I had to be there for. So I bought an Xbox 360. Yeah, and there was one of the newer generation ones. It was like the Slim, or I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, that was my favourite memories of the Xbox 360. Sold it, as you do when the new consoles come out. And then, I think it was last year or the year before. No, I think it was last summer. My brother got me one for my birthday. He said, do you want an Xbox 360? And I was, or maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So I've only been collecting. That's how I got back into the Xbox 360. I've only been collecting for just over 2 years. I think I've got 80 games. Very similar story to the PlayStation 3. You can get games. It's not uncommon to get a game for 50p in CEX. That's where the majority of my games, or charity shops, or these cash generator kind of stores, you know. 50p. I got no idea my most expensive game. I'd be surprised if I spent anywhere near over £10 for any of these games, okay? So it's a nice cheap console to collect for as the time I'm filming this video, you know. So I've got no particular order. I'm not going to do a top 3, top 10 or any of that shit. There's some really good games on this system. Yeah, let's just start. First game, grab a game and go, is it? Oh, what a good game to start off with. Dead or Alive 4. I think we played this on my series I recently did, Around the World with 80 Brackets Fighting Closed Brackets Games, baby. Yeah, very good fighting game, very underrated. People don't tend to talk about it. This is probably my favourite. I like Dead or Alive 2. I got no idea. Yeah, maybe this is my favourite. As of today, this is my favourite Dead or Alive game. I do like 6 and 5. Ooh, tough one. Okay, I'll stick with it, Tone. This is my favourite Dead or Alive game. I haven't played this yet. The Darkness 2. I had a ton of fun. I've got the first one on the PS3 now, but originally I had this on the Xbox 360 back in the day. And it's really dark. I don't know if you can see. Good graphics. It's really dark. I think you get resurrected. The main character gets resurrected, and it's all about having revenge. You must do it. I can't really remember. I've only ever played it once, but it stayed with me. You do a deal with, I think, the devil. So you become like a demon to get these powers, and so it's a first-person shooter, but the twist on this game is you've got like these supernatural powers, and I don't know if you can see these here, like snake things. They look a little bit different there, but it's so satisfying, tearing shit up. You just go into like another room, and everybody's like shit scared of you and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely worth picking up if you see these games, guys. They're not expensive. I haven't played this yet, so I thought I had 2 Darks. Darksiders 2, Death Riders Pack. I'm not sure if this is just the DLC. Again, this is quite a recent pickup, this is. I really enjoyed the first one. I think I played that, if my memory serves, on the Xbox 360, you know. Yes, I can't really say much more because I haven't played it yet, but if it's half as good as the first one, happy fucking days. Crackdown 2. I've left this sticker on for 2 reasons. To remind me that I had it in 3 for 5. 3 for £5, and those stickers are a nightmare to get off. So this must have been bought in a store called Retribution in Llanelli, and he doesn't hold on to stock long. He's got a good system there, so if he's got some games he's had in his collection for, on the shelf for a while, he's very good at getting them gone. His store is never too fully stocked, you know. He's always got, it seems to be just right. I'm convinced it's because he does these deals, you know, £1.99 or 3 for £5. I always, every time I go in there, I take advantage of this offer. I haven't actually played it. I'm not 100% sure. If I have played it, I might have borrowed it off someone thinking about it, but I can't remember, so maybe it's not that good. But 3 for £5, that must have been the 3rd game, you know. So I'm going to keep looking over. I'm babysitting my mother's dog, so I got 2 dogs. But we've been for a really nice long walk this morning. So both are like flat out downstairs, you know. I got my my heater on, so they're both cutching, lovely. Should see them. Another game I'm quite surprised I haven't played this yet. It's Call of Juarez, The Cartel. I don't know if it's a sequel or an expansion. I've heard a Call of Juarez, but I don't know if the Cartel, I never noticed that before. It's got the slip-on case, so that's quite a common game. Haven't got round to playing it yet, but it's Ubisoft. It looks, all the games look good on the Xbox 360 in my opinion. There's something about them, it's got that charm. Oh, I've thoroughly enjoyed this game, Call of Duty 3. I think this is a game, I'm very confident this is a game I hang on to from back in the day. It's not expensive to buy now, but as you can see I had it. It was £12.99 or 2 for £20. That must be a pre-owned. That's not Game, I think it's Game Station, or maybe it is Game. Let me know in the comments if anybody recognises those stickers, yeah? But yeah, this is brilliant. I have played this in the last couple of years since I got back into collecting for the Xbox 360. It's buggy as hell. There's so many things that either we didn't notice back in the day, or we just went, okay, maybe we were used to bugs and stuff back then. I don't know, but yeah, it'd be lying if I said it holds up. The gameplay is still good though, you know, but it's I'll never get rid of that. You know, I'm happy to have that in the collection. Another game I picked up this summer is the Capcom Digital Collection. The one game I was chuffed to get it is the Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix. I don't think it's on the back. Oh, it is too, yeah. So look at the graphics in that. That's the best it's ever looked. I think they've redone this for the Nintendo Switch. And you've got Puzzle Fighters on there as well. It's a good collection. It's not my favourite Puzzle Fighter. Final Fight Double Impact on there. Bionic Commando, Rearmed 2. It's a good collection. I think I paid between £5 and £8, I think, for that. You're definitely getting 8 games for a £5, let's say. Or even £8 a game. Happy days, do you know what I mean? It's one of my favourite collections on the Xbox 360. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I own this on and played it on the PlayStation 3. I haven't got around to playing this yet, but the reason I double dipped with it then, bought both versions, my PlayStation 3, I'm currently borrowing a PlayStation 3. There was something wrong with it, and the button mapping on the controller was all over the place, so something weird's going on. So I'm pressing, there's quite a few quick time events, so I'm convinced that it was stopping me from progressing, because it's saying press triangle, I'm pressing triangle, and I'm just dying because it doesn't think I'm pressing triangle. Then I'm trying to figure out. I got a bit further than the first time it happened, but I'm trying to figure out what button I'm supposed to be pressing by trial and error, kind of going blind on it. So it's really frustrating. So I stopped playing it. I saw this for not very expensive, and yeah, it's a really good game actually. That is really, speaking of really good games, Brutal Legend. I had this when it first came out. Back in the day, I got fond memories of this. A really good idea of a game, but it's got I think it's Jack Black he plays the lead role in it, and then they got other legends, like rock legends, voicing it. Or if they're not, they're cameos by rock gods, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, so there's Lemmy's in there. So they actually. It's not people that sound like them, it's actually them doing the voice work. So, amazing game. It's very underrated. I don't see many people talking about that much. Oh, now then. This is Blue Dragon. This is the game that whenever I see it, this is the first time I ever had Red Ring of Death. I was like, what is going on? And it really put me off because I saved the hard drive, my progress. I was on disc 2. I think this is 3 discs. 1, 2, 3 discs. It's a big game. It's a Microsoft game, and really good RPG. I've actually replayed this in the last year or so. Not year. I always get muddled up. I think I haven't played it in this house since I bought this house. So this is my last house. So maybe 2 years ago, maybe I played that. And I just got stuck. It wasn't super difficult. All I had to do, I go on YouTube and have a look. At a walkthrough or something, but I've always got look behind me, I got so many games. I've always got too many games on the go, and I must have just got distracted and never gone back to it. But it's saved. I saved my progress. Maybe I will finish it one day. But it was so frustrating when I had that Red Ring of Death. Oh my god, I was so frustrated because back then I'd buy a game, play it until I finish it. You have to be a special game for me to hang on to it. So I probably would have smashed that, traded it in for the next big game. So yeah, I got frustrated memories playing that. Let's do the next two together. So I've got BlazBlue, Calamity Trigger, and Continuum Shift. All the BlazBlue games are really good fun. If you're into, they're all made by Arc System Works. So if you're into like your anime fighters, which anyone that's been subscribed to my channel knows this is my jam, you know. So I really do like those games. I haven't played this yet. Blades, Her Looks Can Kill. I think I bought that first time I went to Newport CEX. I think $2.99 sticker on the back. It didn't cost me much, but it looks worth half decent game, you know. So it's like a hack and slash. I think the art style looks pretty fucking cool. Bionic Commando, obviously it's a Capcom game. I remember it had not the best reviews, like 6, maybe 7 out of 10s in the magazines that I was reading back then. So I didn't actually pick it up. But a couple of people I've worked with over the years, when I'm asking them what's your favourite Xbox 360 games, this is either in the top 3 or an honourable mention, you know. So looking at it, it looks really good. But I used to just, if the magazine says it's alright, I wouldn't buy it or wait for it to go on sale. So I never got around to picking it up back then. Really good game, Bayonetta. I'd love to have a Switch. I'm gutted it's exclusive. Exclusive. Sorry, I struggle with my big words. They're not very. I can't say the big words. So good it hurts. Xbox World 360. This game is fucking brilliant. Yeah, I'm gutted I haven't got a Nintendo Switch, let me tell you, because Bayonetta 3 just came out like a week or so ago. And Bayonetta 2 was a Wii exclusive, and I think they redid it on the Switch, didn't they? I think. Don't ever quote me on Switch stuff. I don't know my stuff. Battlefield 3 limited edition. I think I've played it. There is a chance I've never played it. I always muddle 3 and 4 up. To me, they all look the same. But I think I would have played it because Battlefield Bad Company 2 is one of my favourite first-person shooters of all time. I'm pretty sure I picked this up getting all excited, thinking it's a sequel to that, and it's not. It's not Bad Company. Yeah, I was really gutted. But maybe it was a good game. I can't really remember, you know. Oh, a game I really... Well, we've all done it. You buy a stack of games. Oh, I'm really excited to play these games. And then it just goes on your shelf and you forget about it. Armored Core 4 Answer. It's a funny name, isn't it? But it looks really good. Like massive mechs and stuff. I'm all about the mechs, guys, on this channel. It's a Ubisoft game. It wasn't an expensive game. It's either 50 pence to £1. Another good game I haven't got around to playing, Alice Madness Returns. This looks really good fun. Whenever I see people talking about this game or hear people talking about this game, yeah, they've got nothing but good things to say about it. So it's like a 3D platformer hack and slash, I think, but it looks really cool. It's like a dark take on the Alice story, you know. Alan Wake, bought this. They've redone this, haven't they? I don't know if they've given it the full remaster, remake treatment, you know. Sorry, I got a scratchy head. Yeah, but to me, the graphics look amazing on that. So it's either buy the remaster for like £25 or whatever it's going for now, or 50 pence for the Xbox 360. So I'll see what it's all about. If I absolutely love it, then maybe I can have a look, like, why should I buy the better one? And if there's any, like, maybe some DLCs on it and extra stuff or whatever, then I might take the plunge, you know. Right. Akai Katana. We're going to that. This is an outstanding shmup, this is. I bought this in Super Tomato in Cardiff. He had like a stack of them. I don't know if he'd gone and bought them himself or someone had traded a couple of them in. $12.99 I paid for that. Super Tomato says on the back there. So shout out Super Tomato in Cardiff. It is complete in box, minty as your mum. Do you know what I mean? Look at that manual. It's probably the first time it's ever come out of the box. Do you know what I mean? Nice chunky manual, like your mum. Sorry about the mum jokes. Unleash the power of the Blood Katana. Yeah, really, really good fun game. Amped 3. Most games, I don't think I've ever played a bad only on Xbox game. I tell a lie. Tao Feng is a bad game, but that's for the Xbox. This is the Xbox 360. Yeah, I haven't played this one yet, but I don't think I've played any of the Amped games. I think I got 1 and 2 on the Xbox, but I'm kind of going for that only on Xbox collection, especially on the Xbox. But yeah, I will get around to playing it one day, guys. Another game I haven't got around to playing yet, Afro Samurai. I've even bought the Blu-ray or maybe DVD. I bought the series or whatever. I haven't got around to it yet. I do apologise, I can't really say much more. It looks cool as fuck though, I'm not going to lie. This is a game, Forza Motorsport 4. Haven't played it. I like the Forza games, but Horizon's more my jam, you know. But this is a game that my brother gave me when he gave me the Xbox 360. It was his son's or my nephew's, and he just wasn't playing it. So, you know, he had one, so that's what I had for my birthday. And he had a couple of games, but they were too hard for him. He's only young, so he's 11 now, so he'd be 7 or 8. I know it says 3, but what 3-year-olds can play that game? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I haven't played it yet. But my favourite Forza Horizon game is the first one. I had this at a bargain. Yeah, $1.99 I had this for, right? And when I had this, I think CEX was selling it for like £18. So I could have gone into CEX pretty much next door and traded it in for something like a tenner. But no, it's an excellent game. I really enjoy it. Visually, it's spectacular. All the Forza games, every single Forza game is visually a work of art, isn't it? But yeah, it's really addictive, that game is. Fable 3. If I was to rank the Fable games, let's do me then. So I got the Anniversary Collection as well. My favourite's the first one, then the third one, then the second one. Now that's quite an unpopular opinion because a lot of people say the second one is the best, or they go first, second, third in that order of their favourites. But yeah, that was very addictive. That's the one I probably played the first one the most. Then that one, I haven't played 2 an awful lot, you know, but that's just my opinion. Enslaved, really good game. Visually, it's stunning. But I don't mind them now, quick time events. But back when I was playing this, when it first came out, what spoilt it for me was the amount of quick time events. I think I got right to the end of the game. There's a couple of quick time events, and I was half done with the game anyway. It was a game another game I wanted to buy and play. So I was half looking for an excuse to stop playing it. I was like, one more quick time event, I'm done. Right at the end, quick time event. I tried it once or twice, and I was done, you know. But other than that, this is cheap. I think it's £1, something like that. Unless I'm mistaken. I paid no more than £2 for that game. Haven't played it this time around, but I do remember I had good fun back then. Child of Eden. It's quite an unusual looking game. I haven't actually played it. I have no idea what it is. But create and control the game's visuals and sounds. Better with Kinect, but you can play it without. But yeah, I don't know much more about it. This is a good laugh. Earth Defense Force, 2017. These games are just silly, bugs over the top, quite dated graphics, but it's still got that original gameplay. The gameplay on the newer ones now, are still quite dated, you know. So I've got Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon. Gives me the creeps with the amount of spiders in it, but they're just silly, good, fun games. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like to play stuff like I found if I'm on the phone to my mates or my family members, or listening to the football on the radio or something. So, you know, it's not about the story. It's always the same. You get attacked or invaded. Let's defend the zones. You know, it's not groundbreaking story or anything like that. It's just to switch your brain off and yeah, just have some fun with it. You know. I'm just going to move these over there. Doom 3. Brilliant game. I think they fixed... Is it this one? One of them. I can't remember now, actually. Yeah, this version, because this originally came out on the Xbox, didn't it? But then on the 360, they changed it to... you could use the torch or and a gun at the same time. I understand what they were trying to do. With the original Doom 3, there was in case you didn't know, there was a mission or some parts is really like pitch black, so you have to use a torch. But for some reason, you couldn't use a torch and a gun at the same time. And you got all these futuristic weapons, and it's like, are you telling me, the frustration was, are you telling me that the guns couldn't have lights on them? Or infrared, or... you know, night vision mode or something like that in the future. Obviously, the Doom universe is way in the like 2 years in the future or whatever it is, isn't it? But loads of people are outraged. Stupid game. But it was just it was like they were trying something different. They were making it harder. Well, that was the challenge, giving you another challenge. So I get it, but it's nice that you can turn that mode off. I think you can turn that mode off, or that mode, it's not an issue in this version of the game, okay? Devil May Cry 4, I'm getting back into these games. Devil May Cry 5 is one of the best games I've played this year. I'm not saying it came out this year, but it's when I first played it, and it's brilliant. So it's rekindled my love now. I've got them all now, but I'm looking to pick up the HD collection on the PlayStation 4. It's around about 13 quid CX and Amazon. Obviously I'm going to get it on Amazon because they can deliver it for free, and it's brand new, you know, because you never know when you order stuff on CX. It's a bit of a lottery, isn't it? But yeah, I got stuck on that. I can't remember why, but I do remember I do like that game. Dead or Alive 5, another brilliant game. It hardly gets played though because I got the last round version on the PlayStation 4. So on the PlayStation 4 I've got a choice of 2 fight sticks that I can use, you know. So yeah, this very rarely gets a look in, but I have now got, I'll show you now if I can reach it. I have now got Chris, I know it's the Chris channel, has lent me his Hori, isn't it? Yeah, Hori fight stick. Oh, yeah, we like the clicks. Yeah, so I'm going to take that bad boy for a bit of a spin, and that'll be a good game to play actually. So shout out Chris. Game I haven't played yet. It's probably the newest game in my collection. I bought this a couple of weeks ago. My last outing, game hunting, let's say. All Out War Yahweh. So it's Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, baby. Yeah, looks a good laugh, do you know what I mean? So I haven't played it, so can't say much more about it. Metal Gear Rising. This looks good fun. I have actually watched a couple of YouTubers do playthroughs of this, so I know exactly what to expect. Saw it dirt cheap, so I thought, yeah, fucking pick that bad boy up. I've played one of these, but apparently I can't win it back when they were brand new, and I was expecting a another Call of Duty kind of thing. I had no idea. I think it was Dragon Rising. And I thought, oh yeah, another Call of Duty, and it's not. It's more of a military simulator. And apparently, on consoles, these are considered, even today, these are considered the best military simulator games on console. Apparently PC have got tons of really good military simulation games, yeah, but yeah, so I got to be in the mood to play them, but yeah, I do like shit like that. 007 Legends, good game, good fun game. Yeah, it's a good laugh. So it's the best of, if I remember right, it's all the James Bonds. Like Jaws is in it. It's like each level is a mission, is a scene from the classic James Bonds and stuff. Yeah, it's a good fun game. I didn't finish it, but I'll get back into it. Infinite Undiscovery, I can't even remember picking that up really, but it's a Square Enix game. Only on Xbox. I think that's quite new to the collection, but it does look good fun, you know. I can't really say more than that. From the creators of Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile. Oh yeah, that fucking should be pretty good. I really late the party on this, but I really enjoyed it. Halo Wars. I was addictive to this game. I was addicted to this game. It's really easy to pick up and play. The controls feel right. Again, it's probably better on PC with mouse, but yeah, only on Xbox. I love the Halo universe. I think back when this was my main console, I was all about first-person shooters and fighting games. So I would have seen the advert, oh, here's a new Halo. Then when I would have gone, it would have lost my interest when I realised what kind of game it is. I thought, nah, not interested. I wouldn't deviate at all. I stayed in my lane of fighting games, first-person shooters. If it wasn't any of them, I wasn't interested. Very rarely, or sometimes an RPG would catch my eye, you know. But yeah, wow, I like that game now. Do you know what I mean? Halo 4. It's okay. It's probably the weakest out of Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is the weakest. My least favourite. Still a good game, but it's such a high standard, you know. Halo Reach, outstanding. I think I've said it before on the channel. I think when I played this, I remember telling my mates, I'm never going to buy another first-person shooter because this is so good. It was back then, it was the perfect game. Big fan of the Halo universe and everything like that, so this expanded it. They weren't open world, but the maps were massive and stuff like that. There was good variety in the gameplay and the maps and stuff. So, brilliant game, and I've played that a little bit this year as well. So it does hold up. It still impresses. Halo 3 ODST. I was a little bit disappointed in it, but some of the missions are really good fun in it. But it's a bit darker. I don't know. It didn't feel quite like the original trilogy Halo games, you know. But Disc 1, Disc 2, sorry, I was just reading the back. Yeah, it's one of the weaker games in my opinion. Halo 3, what a brilliant game. It's not the best Halo game, but a lot of people say this is the best one. Whenever I think of the Xbox 360, this is one of the first games my brain automatically goes to. Yeah, fantastic game. Again, because there's so many of them out there, this is like a 50p or £1 game, and you're getting a lot for your money, let me tell you. Halo Anniversary, did I do this? Either this year or last year I played through this. They did a really good job. It's the same game, just with like polished up HD graphics, you know. So they haven't tried to reinvent the wheel or anything, which they didn't need to. But yeah, it runs spectacular, looks spectacular on the Xbox 360. That is the best Halo game of all time. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I had a bit of fun with that. I found the missions are really small, but because I played Breakpoint, where it's a massive open world map, isn't it? For some reason, I was expecting kind of the same. It's like so stupid of me to think that, but I played this about 3-4 months ago. I played it as soon as I bought it. Visually, it does showcase the power of the Xbox 360, but yeah, it's a little bit dated. I just had the urge to go back to the newer Ghost Recon games. Okay, Gears of War Judgment. I can't tell you anything about this game because I haven't actually played it. I keep meaning to play it. It's not an expensive game. I think this is £1 or 50p. Again, all the Gears of War games sold so well. Everyone's got them in their collection, so they're not they haven't got any value to some people, you know. So I can't really say much more because I haven't played it. Gears of War 3, outstanding game. Still holds up today. I've played this. I think I played this about a month, 2 months ago on my week off. I tried to get into it again, stuck it on, but I just get distracted, you know. But yeah, it's a very good game. Gears of War 2, don't know if this is better or worse. No, I say Gears of War 3 is probably the best one, in my opinion, but this is much better than the first one. Not saying the first one's anything bad or anything, but this is the one I played the most, you know. I've even got the 2-disc limited edition. The thing with CEX, right? So you can have the original, you can have Game of the Year edition, you can have this version with all the extra shit on it, art book and all that. They're all like £1 or 50p. So I obviously had that first. Then I would have seen that for like £1 or something. I thought, yeah, fuck, I'll regret it if I don't pick it up, you know. That's why I've got 2 copies of it. Oh, quite a recent new game to the collection, Fist of the North Star. We saw this at a really good price. This is quite collectible now, this is. And it was in one of these cash generator places, and they had it in the window, which we all completely, we just walked past. And then I think we were on our way out, and one of the boys said, oh, look, Tone. He knows I like shit like this, Fist of the North Star. And so I grabbed that. I can't remember. It wasn't cheap. It was about £10 to £15, so maybe that might be my most expensive Xbox 360 game. Turok, massive fan of. I like Turok 3 on the N64, and I like Turok 2. Turok 2 is my favourite. And if you didn't know, they've redone it on Turok and Turok 2 on the PlayStation Store. And it's brilliant. The controls, they've sorted the controls out. It plays like a modern first-person shooter. And the cheat code, I'll never forget the cheat code. If you go into a section cheats, enter cheat, type in beware, oblivion is at hand, and it unlocks everything. So level select, infinite lives, infinite ammo, all the guns. It's so satisfying to just go from the beginning with all the guns, and you're like invincible basically. I like to play it with all the guns, infinite ammo, but with that I turn the invincibility mode off, you know. So like a bit of a challenge. But yeah, this is the sequel to that. Or no, there was in Turok 3, then there was Turok Evolution, if I remember right. That was shit. It sold really well, and I remember I had it for Christmas. I remember going into game and the shelves were full of pre-owned Turok, so everyone must have fucking thought this is a load of shit, trade it in, get it gone. I never forget that. Yeah, this is it's quite a hard game. I like it, okay? It didn't review very well, but I'm a big fan of the Turok universe. I hope they do. Maybe they have, because it's based on a really old comic, isn't it? Like a 50s or 60s comic, Turok. That's where they got the idea for the series or the franchise. I'd like them to do like a modern, or just put it in a modern book, or like buy a big book with the whole thing on there. But going back to that, yeah, Steelbook, I think I was 50 pence. I was not leaving the shop without that in my collection. Okay, last pile. Tintin, or The Adventures of Tintin. I used to swim with a guy that looked like that. And he looked exactly like that. It's mad, isn't it? He didn't like it when you called him Tintin. No, his name wasn't Tintin. But I can't remember his name, so sorry. You'll let forever be known as Tintin, baby. Apparently this is really good. I can't remember. I think it might have been Metal Jesus did a video, and he's got terms like hidden gem or whatever. But he said, yeah, it's really good fun. Saw it for £1 or something. I haven't played it yet though. Really looking forward to getting into this. Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, Bambino. Look how angry he looks. He's having a bad fucking day. He's like, is that a camera? Get the camera out of my face, motherfucker. Yeah, so it's like kind of, if it controls like Halo Wars, jackpot. I really hope it's as simple and easy to play as that, because I'd rather play one of those type of games in the Lord of the Rings universe. I can't say any more than that because I haven't played it yet, but maybe soon I'll get around to it. My PS3 now, while I'm borrowing a better condition, fully working PS3, that's getting all the love at the moment, you know. What a sticky game alert. Oh, it's that. Nothing to do with me. It's not that kind of channel. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. This game's brilliant. I played this, was one of the games about 2 years ago when I first got back into it. I've always wanted to get into these games. I thoroughly enjoyed the Xbox games. They were up there with my favourite first person shooters. Maybe top 5, maybe. Definitely top 10 favourite first person shooters on the Xbox. And yeah, it's really a little bit buggy, a little bit dated, but I would have loved that back in the day. I know I say that a lot, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really. I might have finished it, I can't really remember. Another game I picked up, Time Shift. I don't know anything about it, but I remember the poster. It's a first person shooter, I believe. But that guy looks pretty cool, so yeah, that's all I can say about that. Tekken 6, baby. Yeah, that'll be getting some love now. I got a fight stick. I'm borrowing a fight stick. That cost me £2 in Cash Generator, whatever it's called, Input Toilet. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's nice. I got both now. I got it on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. This is considered a lot of people's favourite Tekken in the franchise. Tenchu Z. One of my favourite YouTube channels. I'm always plugging them, and it's got dog hairs on it. Maybe my dog's been playing this. Ren from Great Men Taking Over the World. So shout out Great Men Taking Over the World. I thoroughly enjoyed one of the videos where Ren grew up playing the original Tenchu on the PlayStation 1. And so I saw this. I've been on a bit of a Tenchu kick. It's not as good as the PlayStation. It looks better than the PlayStation 1 version, but I just couldn't get it. I knew even just doing the tutorial, I was like, oh, is this it? And maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe I was expecting too much. But I will go back to it. That's why I haven't traded it in. But it is another only on Xbox 360 game. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We love this. We did this on last week's Tekken Tuesday, but we did the PlayStation 3 version. This is the one I had. I had this before the PlayStation 3 version. I actually bought one of those controllers the day I bought it just for this. They came out with, I'm sure you know, it's just there, just off camera. I got that control pad. It seriously gives me Sega Saturn vibes, but so it's all right for a round or two. But if you're sitting down, gonna get comfy and relax after a hard day's work, I need a fight stick in my hand, you know. I'm getting lazy, getting old bones, loose skin, old balls, etc, etc. But yeah, fantastic game. A lot of people hate it. I love it. Supreme Commander 505 games. I haven't played that yet, but it looks, maybe it's a strategy game as well. Supreme Commander, I'm not sure. Again, I picked it up. I just like the guy in the front. Don't know anything about it, but yeah, it looks really good. Well, obviously it looks good. I must have liked it when I picked it up because I bought it. I can't say anything more about that because I have no idea. One of my, if not my favourite game on the Xbox 360. I like I'm a big fan of the Splinter Cell series. But this is by far the best Splinter Cell game in the franchise. Splinter Cell Conviction. I thought it was an exclusive. Maybe it came out on the PC. I don't remember this coming out on the PlayStation 3 anyway. Really good story. It's an easy story to follow. It's not all about cutscenes. A lot of the dialogue is done, I'm not sure how to phrase it, but it's done during the gameplay. So you're still controlling Sam Fisher, you know, while the radio's going off or you're on the phone or whatever. Really good storytelling, and this is one of the only games I'm guilty, Mr. Easy Mode. A lot of games give me that easy mode any day of the week, okay? And then if I can do that, I'll go up to medium. But this game, I can do this game on the maximum difficulty. I love it so much, and I was like, oh, I wonder what the difference is from easy to medium. Didn't even notice a difference. Just stick it on maximum mode, and it is harder. It's nowhere near as forgiving, but it's so satisfying when you finish the missions, you know. Soul Calibur 4, everybody knows by now. This is the version that came with Yoda. You had Vader Darth or Darth Vader. I call him Vader Darth because I know him. Me and Vader Darth, he sat next to me in maths and Welsh in school. But yes, going back to this has Yoda. I think I prefer, I always flip-flop in with this. I think I prefer the version on the PlayStation 3. But Yoda is good fun, but he's a little bit broken because he's so small. He's much smaller than the rest of the characters. He's quite hard to hit. When you're playing against him, you realise it's good fun when you're playing as him. If you're against him, yeah, it's not that good fun, you know. Another new game, Sniper Ghost Warrior. If it's as good as the graphics on the back, that's going to be the best looking game on the Xbox 360. But yeah, I don't know. Is it that good? I really don't know. I haven't got around to playing it yet, so I can't really say more about it. I like this game, Samurai Showdown Sen. $7.99. I had this in Super Tomato. I never ever see this in the wilds. When I bought it, $7.99 I paid for it. I don't know what that's like. I don't know how much it is in CEX. I've never seen it in CEX. I've never checked or even been tempted to order it, but I liked it. It's considered the least favourite, or the weakest, that's the word I was going for, but I turned it into least, which came out as weast. So the least favourite in the franchise is this game, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not saying it's the best. The best, in my opinion, is Sam Show 2019, and then maybe Sam Show 2, but then the other ones get a bit blurry, you know, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really brutal, and it's like they're trying to do the 3D thing because it was at that generation where everything was 3D. So it's like Sam Show in the Tekken universe, But it's funny, the faces aren't animated that well. I did this game on Around the World with 80 Brackets, fighting closed brackets games. Check it out, I got no idea what episode it was. It was one of the later ones. And I went as Nakaru, because she's my main in this franchise. And I cut my opponent's arms off. And his blood squirting everywhere. He literally cut his entire arm off. Blood like that. And his face was just like normal. It was as if he wasn't feeling any pain kind of thing. But his head was going like this. I thought it was hilarious. So I'm really happy with that game. Command and Conquer 3 or Red Alert 3. I haven't played it this time around. But I had a ton of fun playing that. The way I used to play these games is just stay my side of the map. And just keep building helicopters or troops. Like, there's armies, then there's like, say like 20 helicopters. Fuck that, let's get 150 helicopters. And then just go fly across the sea and just dominate, just smash everything up, be ridiculously overpowered. Looks like I paid £1.99 for that, so I'll definitely get my money's worth out of that. I got to be in the mood for the like these strategy kind of games, but they're great fun, aren't they? Rayman Origins, this is meant to be really good. A lot, again, it's the YouTube community seem to swear by it. Didn't grow up with the Rayman games, but I got the Saturn version. I think I've got it on the Nintendo 3DS. I've got quite a few of these games. I played the Saturn one. I thought it was quite easy. I haven't finished it though. I'm told it gets a lot harder as the level as you progress, but visually it looks really good fun. I don't know why I haven't played it. All right, next I've got 2 copies of Quake 4. Sorry, this is the first one I had. I have said it before on the channel. This game's cursed. Really good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I played it back in the day. But then I always had these memories of, I thought I got Quake 2 right on the PlayStation 1. I got a Quake 2 on the PlayStation, sorry, on the N64. I tried playing it, it's terrible. I'm like, how did I used to play this game, right? Well, if in case you didn't know, they're exactly the same, right? The reason I've got this one, okay, I bought this on eBay. It came with the bonus disc. Now, the bonus disc has got documentaries and stuff about the making of it. Really, really good documentaries. Really in-depth. But the other thing it's got Quake 2 is on the disc as well. So, by my opinion, it's by miles the best Quake in the franchise. I'm a big fan of the Quake. I like the first one. The second one is fucking brilliant game. So that's the reason I've got that collection. So if you're going to buy it, you might get very lucky if you pick this up in CX for like £2, £2.50 or whatever it's currently going for. But yeah, you might get lucky and have that bonus disc in there. But I paid quite a bit more. I think I paid £10 for that. Basically, just for that, and it's worth every single penny, you know. Prince of Persia, quite a new game. I've recently added this to the collection. I've played it briefly. I remember I rented this from Blockbuster, where they used to rent 3 games for the price of 2 for 7 nights, or for a week, or whatever. And this was the 3rd game, and it didn't get the love. I must have been a really good game. Because you can't really, when you've got a full-time job, you can't really finish 3 games in a week. Do you know what I mean? It's quite clever. I think the other one might have been Resistance 2 on the PlayStation 3. So I fucking loved that game back in the day. So yeah, I saw that for £1 or so. So I thought, get it in my collection. Awesome game alert. Prey. I much prefer this Prey to the new one. I'm nothing against the new one. It's just really good. It's kind of like a Doom esque gameplay. I don't know if it's the same makers of Doom. That's the vibe I got from it. But it's really good with the Portal kind of. It was before the game Portal was a thing. I think this was before it. They were experimenting, like you'd go through, you might move a box. There's a little portal that gets you, and it'd like spawn you with the other part of the map. It's really clever, really clever game. That is underrated game as well. Don't know how much it goes for, but I strongly recommend picking it up. Another newish game. I bought this in Carmarthen, and Carmarthen had they had a leak. saw the lights. It was like quite dark in there. I didn't see how fucking dirty it is. Doing this game is stinking. But again, it wasn't expensive. The Phantasy Star games normally go for quite a lot of money. It's just like £2 or £3. So I haven't played it yet. Another game, Project Gotham Racing 4. This is a game that my brother gave me when he gave me the Xbox. I think I have played this one. Again, it's only on Xbox 360. Persona 4 Arena. Is it the Ultimax version is the version you want of this? Again, I played this a little bit, but I do play it on the PlayStation 3 because it's the Ultimax version and I've got the fight stick, you know, so I don't really play that version. One day I'll get around to playing this. This is the Classics Collection, Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie, baby. Visually, it looks fucking stunning. I think I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to play that in the next couple of weeks. So he's not going back in the collection just yet, you know. Didn't like this game when it first came out. Perfect Dark Zero. I don't know what it was. It was nowhere near as good. I grew up with the Perfect Dark on the PlayStation, on the Nintendo 64. And it was my favourite game. That and Killer Instinct Gold, probably my favourite two games on the Nintendo 64. It was so ahead of its time, very clever. The guns, I could play the multiplayer against the computer all day, like 7 hours straight. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't feel like I wasted my day, you know. Yeah, so that game, I'm going to have to get back to it to see if it's as bad as I remember. 99 Nights, I thought I said 99 Lights then. £2 I paid for that. It's quite a recent pickup. I got a feeling that was, if it wasn't a launch title, it might have been an early release. But it looks good fun. Looks right up my alley, if I'm being honest. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I'm going to collect all the Need for Speed games one day. So I haven't played that one yet. So I can't really say much more. Ninja Gaiden 2. That's an only on Xbox game. It's quite hard to find. It's only £2.50 in CEX. Okay, let me amend that. It's hard to find a decent copy of it. They've got it, but it's always stinking. It's not complete in box. So as soon as I saw that, I think I had that in Newport CEX. So yeah, shout out to Newport CEX. Oh, NBA Jam. We're nearly done, guys. NBA Jam. Classic arcade hoops. Yeah, looks a silly looking graphics. I'm right up my alley, you know, arcadey kind of style. Kaboom! Monster Jam. He's heating up, baby. He's on fire. Yeah, so I haven't played it yet, but I've been having the itch to play get back into my basketball games for years now. So yeah, I think that'll be a good place to start, you know. And last game, Midway Arcade Origins. Guys, when you're in the shops, these aren't expensive, or they weren't expensive. On the side, it doesn't really stand out. You think, oh yeah, Gauntlet, all the fucking old games. Have a look what's on there, right? So read, like, you got Smash TV. These are the arcade versions, right? Smash TV, buy it. Do you know what I mean? What else is on there? Rampage, buy it. What else? So you got Joust, Pit Fighter, buy it. I mean, I give it a lot of stick, Shit Fighter or Pit Fighter, but the arcade version is a decent game, you know. What else have we got? Oh, Defender 2, Marble Madness. That was a big deal back in the day. So yeah, I'll stick that there. That was my Xbox 360 collection. What did I say? 80 games. I'll either do one of these videos every 12 months probably. So I'll have a look and I'll see, like, in another 12 months. This is when I'm really putting the effort in. So 80 games in 1.5 years, I think it's been 2 years. It's not bad going, you know, but it's fair. Now's the time to be picking these games up because they haven't gone the way of the GameCube just yet, you know. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video and my collection. Please Hadouken that subscribe button. I love you forever and ever and ever. Yeah, we'll cut it off there. Love you. Bye.